I think Connie had a vision board workshop. That is awesome. But welcome you guys to our Monday night team time. And I am still looking for Meg. She in yet?
I'm
Quite all
here.
right. There she is. Yay. All right. I'm going to make you co-host. So she's got half the agenda tonight. So that would have been made for an interesting call, but we are glad you guys are here. What a great way to start the new year. It is January 8th. We're here for our weekly communication and connection, inspiration. And, you're starting out the year in a great way by showing up. There was a great quote last week by Kristen Glass on the Wednesday night business call. And she said, showing up is optional, but don't expect to succeed if you don't. And y'all are here. Y'all are here investing in yourself. And a lot of you guys are on the Revive and Thrive, investing in yourself so that you can be your best for others, showing up. And that's what matters. That's what we are here for. You came here to get healthy, to grow a business, helping other people do the same. And that is our mission. So we've got a lot we're going to cover. We're going to talk to some coaches that are tearing it up right now. We're going to talk about medically supported weight loss, which is, I think, our newest initiative that there's been questions on, and definitely know that there's an opportunity to provide more information, and that's what we want to do for you. But there is a lot happening. So before we get to all that, if you are part of the Revive and Thrive Challenge, put a 1 in the comments so we can blow that up, or fire emoji or something like that. A reminder that we have our week 1 huddle up right after this, 8 p.m. It won't be very long, but we want to connect as a community. We're going to do 2 drawings. We'll have 2 winners. We're going to do those live on the spot. So it'll be great because we want to stay consistent with our goals and what we got going on. We're going to be covering a lot tonight on Team Time. We're going to cover a lot in future Monday night meetings, but we also know that sometimes you have questions that we can't address. You want some more smaller group interactive conversations. So a reminder that on Thursdays, every Thursday from 12:30 to 1 Eastern Time, I open up this same Zoom room. It is a non-recorded, just open meeting called Time for You. And it's exactly that. It is time for you so that we can connect midweek and also talk about some of this stuff in more depth. There's a lot of idea exchange. So if you're somebody who participates in that regularly, maybe pop in the chat what you like the most about it. All right. This Saturday, January 13th, is Impact 2024. So this is a 3-hour virtual event that is coach focused for us. I will pop the link in the chat for us if you haven't registered yet. But this is Dr. Anderson, Dan Bell, and top leaders really helping us with the mindset, the energy, and the focus to be able to set the stage for a great 2024. So you guys are here. You obviously want to grow. So I would make that part of your training this week. Okay, 2 more quick things, and then we're going to turn it over to somebody who's going to share about something happening this week. When we closed Healthy for Life, which was our client candidate group, the intention was for us to move our client candidates, so people we've done health assessments with, people that are not yet, that we have the option to put them right into Eat, Live, and Be Healthy. Because what we wanted to do, the other group we had was kind of stale, it seemed staged. What we wanted was people to be able to get right into our community and see interaction and what happens for real and results. So if you haven't been doing that, just know that that is a tool that you can use to help encourage and show what's possible. And then Meg and I did a video that we've got a welcome video that is in there. It is pinned that you can tag those candidates on so that they can be welcomed into the group and know what to expect. So we've got our client community call this week, and Sarah Bond, are you on for a minute to share with us what that's going to be about?
Hi, I am.
Excellent.
Yeah. So Thursday, we're doing our monthly community call, and Jess and I were asked to lead that. And when we were thinking of a topic, and we were thinking about our clients and what seems to be a need right now. And so we are going to focus on we're calling it Real Talk with Sarah and Jess. And we're really going to focus on the importance of using all four components. So if you have clients, I know all of us have clients who are struggling to get into fat burn, who are struggling to stay on plan, who maybe are struggling to refocus after the holidays. And they're really just not very integrated into the full program. Maybe they're just using the nutrition part. Maybe they're good at a lot of the components, but maybe they're not focusing on all of them. So we're just really going to have a few speakers speak on how the different components have helped them. And we're really just going to be pretty straightforward about the missing pieces. And if you're struggling, we have this plan that is so well laid out, that is right here for us, and really just focus on how to utilize all four components and really the importance of it and how much of a difference and an impact that it can make. So, and I realize that if you do have clients that are not integrated, and this would be a good message for them, and that means that they may not come to this call. So it might be a good one to save the recording and send out as part of your coaching afterwards. So hope that helps.
Yes, it does. Thank you, Sarah. We are kind of rebuilding these community calls since we decided to have them on our own. In addition to the Monday night call, we do it the second Thursday. So go ahead and mark your calendar as a reoccurring for that. But also invite. It's those personal invitations that will get people there. So it was the month of December, but we had 27 people on the last call. We would like to surpass that. And maybe if we could get 40 people on that call, that would be awesome. I think really, I mean, we've got 50 something on this one. If we all invited one person and attended ourselves, we could blow it up. So, all right, Lauren, I wanted to turn it over to you now.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. So I'm super excited to introduce a few different people. I'm going to start with Shelly Martin, who she's actually was a coach previously, and a phenomenal coach, and took a break. Life happened, took a break. But I stayed in touch, and she reached out to me a few weeks ago and decided to start back on program and decided to start coaching at the same time, and has already brought a few people along with her. And so, Shelly, I'd love for you to share what this experience has been like for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for even asking me. I'm super, super encouraged. Yeah, it's been huge for me. Optavia has been the most successful that I've ever been. I've struggled with my weight my whole life since I was a kid, and um, I've lost my weight before, but I've never kept it off longer than, maybe a couple months. And so for me, Optavia, when I did it back, and I think it was like 2017 or 18, and Lauren was my coach then, I helped a lot of people and helped myself to just gain some habits. But I will say this, I was not using the Life Book. And I think that that's the biggest thing for me that has been different just in this last week. So anyway, long story short, 2020 happened, life happened, there was tragedy within our family, and a lot of things that were just kind of took me out a little bit and got in my head. And I gained like 60 pounds, probably the most weight I've ever gained. So I gained my weight back, and then like another like 35. And Lauren just has stayed, I'll get emotional, consistently in touch with me. So I looked through my text messages today, and there was a point that she had texted me 28 days in a row. Usually I would respond here or there like, hey, thank you for checking on me. I'm doing okay. Or, yeah, I'm kind of struggling, but, I tried to get back on program at one point, and then life kind of hit me with the tidal wave again. And I did lose about 20 pounds. So I'm not where I was. I'm actually down 30 from then. 6 this week, being back on plan, back on my second week now. But anyway, so I just realized that it's the one thing that I've been the healthiest. My blood pressure was the best. I had low cholesterol. I've got high cholesterol again. Just sleeping, all the things that it affects, weight, and just mentally as well. So I had been thinking about it, and Lauren just kept consistently texting me, and I was never bothered by her texts. Sometimes I wouldn't read them, but often I would read them. And then ironically, two of the people that I coached from then had contacted me and said, "Hey, we really want to get healthy again." And that was the healthiest we'd ever been. And I said, I'm really ready too. And so I was going to send these people to Lauren, and I do hair, and a client of mine had tipped me $200. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to actually go ahead and coach again. Why would I do this? And so I did, and I signed up, and 3 people the week before I was starting back as well had been in contact with me, and they're back on track as well. And so the difference for me has been, I'm literally using my life book every single day. And I've taken the challenge to do the Revive and Thrive. And it's just been a life, it sounds corny in some ways, but for me, it has been a life-changing week this last week. My attitude's better. I feel like I'm honoring my body the way that God would want me to. For me, I'm a Christian. My sleep has been better. Yeah, it's just been an amazing week. And I do love social media. So I've been posting a lot, and just for accountability, even for myself. And I've had 3 other people reach out to me just today and just asking questions. And one I did a coaching call with last week, and just did a health assessment. And so I don't know, I'm just super excited. But I would say the one thing that has changed for me has been working the life book. And then I just want to encourage everybody to, and myself, I'm hearing my words as I'm saying this, to just continue contacting people that you've coached in the past, just out of love and care. Because honestly, that just made a huge difference for me with Lauren. So those are kind of my things, I guess, that I just wanted to share. And thank you just for the opportunity to share as well.
Shelly, I'm over here in tears because sometimes it's hard to continue to reach out to people. And but you are someone that I've prayed for. I've prayed over your family. I know some hard things that you've gone through. And so it means a lot to know that it meant something to you. And I think that's such a great testament for all of us. And it's been so cool to see you really go all in from the beginning. And I'm so excited to see not only your own journey, but the people that you impact. So thank you for sharing. I think we're all inspired, and the chat's blowing up. And next I'm going to pass it over to Amy Brooks in Maine, who is a coach with Rebecca Gibson and Lucy and myself. And she just started coaching, like 6 months ago, and she just reached associate director last month and has just had such great energy and excitement. So we'd love to hear from you, Amy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm super nervous. So if anybody doesn't know me, I'm Amy Brooks. I am a maternity nurse. I'm a lactation consultant at our local hospital here in Bangor, Maine. I've done that for a long time. I'm going to be 50 next year. I am a wife and a mom of 2 girls. They're 19 and 21, and they're both in college. My journey with Optavia has changed my life completely. And actually, and this is funny that you asked Lauren to do this, because my 1-year anniversary of Optavia is January 15th. So by next week, it will be 1 whole year. So as a nurse, I found out a couple things, obviously. I found out I'm better taking care of other people than myself. because nurses do that. I was 50 pounds overweight. I had a lot of stress. I was depressed for many years, actually. I had a strong why, so I was all in when I decided to do Plan. I do have to say that I am aware of what the healthcare industry is going through right now, and that patients are much sicker and much more unhealthy. And I know that they're being consumed and overwhelmed. And I knew that not only I had to make change, but I have to help other people make change also. So it is a passion of mine, and I am full of energy when it comes to helping others. So Rebecca is my coach, and Rebecca introduced me in January, and I was watching her for a couple months on her transition with Optavia. And we have been lifelong friends since we were 20 years old. So we know each other pretty well. I love how I feel on Plan. I have never in my life felt the energy that comes out of eating healthy food and getting rest and being on this program. So I feel like I lost weight pretty easily. I would say a lot of my friends and coworkers would just come bouncing at me and saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? I've never seen you like this before." And I just told them it's my new transformation. It was the new me in 23. And if they were interested, I'd tell them about it. But I really wanted everybody to feel the same way I felt, and the passion that I have for the program and how it works. So I had a lot of interested potential clients coming to me, and I wasn't even coaching yet. So Rebecca helped me try to get into the coaching world. And I think I had lost like 30 pounds by the time I started coaching. And I pretty sure I started coaching in June. And so I had a full like 5 people right away that already had said, "When you coach, I will be your client." So that was helpful. And the first few months were very busy, and Rebecca helped me through that with guiding me along the way as a new coach. And so did Lucy. Hi, Lucy. This past fall has been a little slow and a little challenging. There was some less interest. I blamed inflation. People didn't have money. It's the holidays. I have to be understanding of that, which I am obviously. So I decided to certify, and I did that. Rebecca and I collaborated. We did a few meet and greets. We were visual to the public. Let's see. I wasn't gaining a lot of clients in October, November, and I just thought, something has to change. I think people just don't know enough about the program. So I decided that we should do a lot of education, and we had a booth at the mall. We do have life-size pictures of ourselves, the before and afters, which we thought would attract people, at least question it. And we have since joined a wedding event site, and we've done a few wedding shows. But I will tell you that not very many people even knew what Optavia was. I mean, maybe 1%. But most of the people have never heard of it. They don't know anything about it. So we took that opportunity to just educate the public and the people of Maine. And our state is in dire need of change. So we just took that initiative to be positive and to let people know that it's out there. And we had hundreds of people interested in the program, and would come to our, ask questions, and we would give them little samples and talk about our family and friends who have done the transformation program, Optavia. December was very busy for me, and I remember how I thought that it was inflation, people didn't have the money, and they just come out of the woodwork. I'm not sure what happened. I had a coworker who's told me 2 weeks prior that she was never going to do program. And then she texted me and said that her and her husband were very interested and wanted to start right away. And then her sister, and then her mother, and then 2 others. And 2 other people came out of the woodwork that had been on program before that wanted to start up. So I was feeling great about it again. And so I feel like everybody has approached me, and maybe it's the transformation from my before and after, how excited I am about the program, how I'm passionate about it. But I'm thankful to my coach, Rebecca, and I'm excited about the future. I'm excited to go to convention, I hope. I don't know, but I'm excited about it. And I feel like some of my challenges are not reading enough and not posting enough on social media.
Well, it's been really cool to see the posts that you have had, Amy. And honestly, you look half your age.
Okay.
And just exciting to see what has transpired. And I love that you stayed consistent and that you were able to see the fruit of that in December. So thank you for sharing. You've inspired all of us. And I love the creativity and just getting out of the box and that growth mindset. So we're going to pass it over to one more person in Maine to share with us for a couple minutes. Because I know, Sue, you've had just a shift in your energy and your excitement, and people are coming along with you. So would love for you to share for a couple minutes, Sue.
Okay, should I read my notes? I'll stick to the plan. Okay, so I really, and those of you that know me, I know you, I know that's your heart too. Like I've met you, I know you. So I feel like I'm really kind of talking to the choir, but I really believe that our greatest blessing is another person. I really do. And like that core belief in me really just drives me to treat people like they're valuable. And really the most valuable gift that we give people is our time. So when I think of that whole concept, and I put a little note when I'm getting to know some of you guys there, but I thought I wrote your name down, but when you said get in your head, the first lady that spoke, Shelley, like those things get in her head. Like I just gave somebody my time, it's valuable. I sent them a message. They didn't respond. They didn't look at my email. And then it's like, well, did I bother them? Did I say something wrong? Did I offend them? And all those like fears start creeping in and really causing me to second guess myself as a coach. But I know this, I'm going to give a shout out to Doug Wood and Jamil Fraser, because I know that the problem's in my mind and I needed a mind shift. So I literally downloaded their books and I'm reading them both right now. And I'm working to put my mind where I know it needs to be, because I know I'm fearing the wrong things. So when I think about like my community of unactivated clients that never really had any big successes or didn't finish to what they wanted, where they wanted to get, I just started sending out messages like this. How can I serve you better as your coach? Because it really comes down to service. And if I think build business, get big, I get overwhelmed and I just tuck and get back into my bed and say, no, I can't do that. But when I bring it down to the one person, how can I serve you better? I think that's been my shift change back to. I think I started there. I think I kind of derailed. How can I serve you better as your coach? And then I say something personal. So it's just been like, hey, congratulations on your new office. Sorry you lost your dad this year. Because I want them to know, yes, I am paying attention to what you're posting on social media. I know you, I care about you. And some people, they don't even want, they want to get healthy, but not with Optavia. I can't afford it. I'm going to do a different type of program, I tell them, look, I don't care what program you do. Let me be there with you. I really want to see you get healthy. I want to be a part of that. I can help you make healthy choices, you know? So, just, I think our clients are doing life, and I know you guys are doing life, and sometimes it's just plain hard. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, success is to know one life has breathed easier because you lived. That's the kind of success I want. That's the kind of business I want to build. And I want to tell you, you know, I've been doing this with some of you ladies for quite a little bit of time. And I want to thank you. When you reach out to me and you say something special in a text or an email, I read it and I take a deep breath. And my day's easier. It really is. And I love y'all. You know that. I want to see you all in July.
Oh, Suzanne, that was incredible. We love you and appreciate you. And man, what an incredible testament to just your heart and the family that we are. Thank you to everybody who shared. We want to spend a few minutes. We don't have much time tonight, but want to spend a few minutes just starting the conversation on medically supported weight loss. So I'm going to just go through things. I want everybody to know that we will do this together. This isn't the first time, this isn't the only time that we're going to talk about all of these things. So just rest assured. But wanted to just make sure you know a couple of things as they come out. One big question we keep on getting is, what is different? And we want you to know that we are still the Habit Company. We are still about lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. We have just heard about our components, right? And we see the medically supported weight loss as just expanding one of those components, which is nutrition, right? That's really all it's doing. So we are the same. We believe the same. We stand for the same things. And we need all of us to walk alongside and help people as a lot of us are struggling through things we've been working on for our whole life. So here are a couple really important things we want you to know. Number one, not all clients will qualify for medically supported weight loss. So that's important. I went on to the Optavia website and poked around, and I found out I don't qualify. And it's all based on your BMI, whether or not you would qualify or not. So I think that was really encouraging. And once I told them my information, I couldn't even jerry rig the system to get it to talk to me anymore. They were like, nope, you don't qualify, go away. So I thought that was actually really encouraging. Also want you to know it's not going to be right for all of your clients. It's just not. So who would you bring it up with? Bring it up with anybody or talk about it with anybody who brings it up with you, but also maybe somebody who has struggled with sticking to plan. Maybe they've had a lot of life or they're walking through some trauma and they're struggling with the program. Those would be people that we would encourage you to bring the medically supported weight loss up with. And we want you to know it is a subscription service. So our clients, should they choose to move forward with this particular component of the plan, they would subscribe to the service and then they would purchase the medicine. So the subscription cost, they can be a part of a 6-month program, 3-month program, or they can take it month to month. The prices are down below. So they're going to pay for the subscription and then they're going to pay for their medicine on top of that. But here's something really cool to know. When the client receives that subscription service, all of their labs are included and other telehealth visits that aren't even related to weight loss. Like let's say they have a sore throat and they need to go see a doctor, or maybe they have a UTI or something like that. All of those visits are covered. So there's no extra cost to talk to a doctor for anything like that, and no extra cost for any of the lab work, which I was very encouraged about. Okay, let's answer the big question, though. What's in it for me, or what's in it for you as the coach? So the first thing to be aware is if your client chooses to engage with LifeMD, that is the company that we're using for the medically supported weight loss, you will get paid $25 a week, y'all. That is a week. So if it's a 6-month engagement, that's $650 that you will be paid to coach that client. Plus, you're going to get $60 of frontline volume. That's just going to help you with your rank. And then plus, you're going to receive the normal volume and commission from the fuelings and the whey protein that they order. So want to make sure that is a really big deal. Also want you to know the physicians and the doctors are not going to be helping your clients on the nutrition side of things. They are purely stepping in from a medical perspective. So want to make sure everybody is aware of that. And I know I'm going fast. I'm going to kind of wrap up pretty quickly, and then we will circle back and talk about this in the weeks to come. But here's an idea of what to expect in terms of the process. First step is for the client to find out if they're even eligible. And they'll find that out on your website. If you type in your website /MSFL, medically supported weight loss, MSWL, then there'll be a whole, you can click to see if you qualify. They ask you all kinds of questions. You can get more information. They can get more information. Step number 2, if they're eligible, they can make an appointment to learn more about their options. Step 3, they're going to meet with the physician. There are over 40 different providers available to them, and they'll meet with that physician to determine which of the options, if any, are going to be the best fit for that client. And then step 4, they're going to determine which of our plans are going to be the best fit for them. And we've got lots of different options. So want to just remind everybody, we've got the normal 5 and 1, right? We've got the normal 4 and 2. We've got the normal 3 and 3. We also have a couple of new programs. One is the 5 and 1 with medically supported weight loss. Okay. One is doing 2 fuelings a day, 2 servings of whey protein, 1 serving of lean green, and the medically supported weight loss. And then there's another plan where they do 3 servings of the whey protein, a lean and green, and the medically supported weight loss. So here's a chart that shows and puts everything out there for you. You've probably seen this before. You'll see here, these are our normal plans, 5 and 1, 4 and 2, the active plans. This is our 3 and 3 plan over here. And then these are the 2 new plans that include the medically supported weight loss. So there's information about the cost down here on the bottom, and we will share these slides with you as we continue this conversation. So that's really all the time we have tonight, but wanted to just give you an idea of how things worked. Dee, you want to take it away?
Yeah, we can also, if you want, share these slides with the recording for this, because I know that was a lot of information. And as Meg said, the conversation will continue. We definitely want to get into the nitty gritty, because the things that will hold anybody back, like, a confused mind does nothing. And so we know that there is a need for information, and we know that there might be some fear stepping into helping people that maybe is something that you haven't worked with before. And I'll end with a quote. I have these Stoke quotes that I pull one every day, and it said, "Let go of having to have it all figured out." And so we're going to take this one step at a time and work through it together, because our mission is anybody that wants to get healthy. Because of what Meg said, we are grounded in behavioral and lifestyle and habit change. We want to be able to provide those tools for them. So it's amazing what we can offer. So that is the finish of Team Time. We'll stop the recording. Would love for you to stay on for Revive and Thrive. Even if you haven't joined, maybe you were like, I don't think that's for me, but you would like to now, you are welcome, and you can still hop in. So I'll end the recording and we'll roll right into our huddle up. Thanks for being here, guys.